Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So today's video is very exciting. This is my wedding planner walkthrough and review. So if you want to see which wedding planner I bought and what we get all through this one, then just keep watching. Alright, so as you can see, I'm using a ring planner. I'm going to go through more details about which planner this is just in case you don't know, but I'm going to do it at the end. So when you open it up, you have the actual planner itself, and this has been given to me by the beautiful Beck from Loxley Paper Co. It's actually a really funny story how I ended up with this. When we went to the planner markets, I actually had a look at the wedding planners and was sort of jokingly saying, oh well, when I get engaged, I promise I'll come to you because I love it. I fell in love with it, which is gorgeous. Little did I know that Ryan was actually planning on proposing the next week. So had I known that, I might have got the planner. It was actually very funny when I sent her a message. I'm like, you know how I said when I get engaged, I'm going to let you know? Well, it kind of happened. And we had a bit of a giggle over that. So ordinarily this retails for $89.99 and it comes as a B5 bound notebook kind of setup. Now obviously you guys know I love my rings, so I asked really nicely if Beck could make this into inserts so I could put it into a planner. And because this is mostly a big part of it's custom designed anyway, obviously Ashley and Ryan doesn't come on everybody's planner, that's something that she's able to do. So if you are in the market for a wedding planner and you kind of like what you see here, but there's a couple of things you want to tweak, just send her a message. I'll put her details down below because she's really fantastic at really making this exactly what you want it to be. So we'll get started in the actual walkthrough. I've just got my charm and I'll go through all the charms and stuff, what I've got in here as well afterwards as well. So it comes with, and of course I'm talking about what I've got. If you got the ring, like the proper bound book, it would be slightly different. But this would be your cover on the normal one, but obviously for me it's just like a dashboard. And you can pick your color, that's the cool thing. So not only do you get your name personalized on the front, but you can pick which color you want this to be in. You guys know how much I love blue, and blue is going to be a big theme at my wedding. So blue to me was just the perfect one. So then you get all the pages through here. These are beautifully printed, like they're good quality thick paper. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's really nicely set out and done. So you've got your first one, and then you've got your decorated next page, and then you've got a title page as well. This is just something I've added in here as well. So this is just me making notes, and this was why I really wanted to have a ring bound planner, because I like to chuck extra pages in. I haven't written in any of the actual Loxley pages, but I have put little notes in here. So if you see me randomly pulling notes out, that's why I've just got extra little things in here. So this first section here is your planning section. Each section comes with this beautiful sort of title page, and it's got the title on the side here. So you've got the setting the scene part, so you've got a colour scheme and theme ideas. So if you want to cut and paste things out of magazines, or if you see things on the internet that you want to print out and stick in here, you can. You've got your budget checklist. So for the ceremony, the reception, the groom, the bride, the essentials and the flowers. And the good thing is that's got different columns. So you've got your budget, your actual, your deposit, your balance paid, and your contact. So you can keep track of everything at a really quick glance, which is what I really wanted. Obviously weddings are things you don't tend to do a lot of times, so I'm kind of going blind through here. I don't know how to plan a wedding. So I needed a planner that was really going to be able to point things out to me and sort of make me remember things that I might not think about. So you've got your bridal party, your jewellery, your favours and your gift, and your honeymoon in there as well. You've then got your bridal party sort of set out, so you've got who's your maid of honour, who are your bridesmaids, who's your flower girl, and then the best man, the groomsman and the page boy, so that's really easy to fill in. See, little notes. So you've got your bridal party contact list. You've got like 2 pages of that. So depending on how big your bridal party is, that could be helpful or not helpful. I'm going to tell you guys along the way any changes that I'm going to make, because I think it's just easier. This to me, I don't need this much because we don't have that many people in our bridal party. So I'll probably stick something over the top of that and turn it into like an at a glance view of my list of my guests, because the next one's actually got the guest list with all of your addresses, invitations sent, and then if they've got any dietary requirements, so you can keep a much more detailed view of your guests. But I just want a sort of at a glance one on that last page as well. So you've got a lot of those ones obviously because you might have a lot of guests. You've got quotes here, so if you've got a quote for a service that you want to keep track of who you've been asking for quotes, you've got all of that in here. And then you've got some notes as well. So if you have any notes on anything, or if you want to add something, those are the pages that you can do that to. And then that's what it looks like at the end of each section. So you've got the beautiful watercolor across both pages, and then it's got the title of the next section. So you've got your stationery section, so it's another sort of vision board kind of thing with your stationery inspiration. You can also put examples in there. You could really easily stick down a piece of paper and use it as a pocket, and actually put a copy of your invitation or a copy of your save the date card or something in there. So then you've got your stationery checklist. So I've already just put a little post-it note here saying that we don't need to worry about doing an engagement announcement or an engagement party invitation because we're not doing one. So I've just kind of already done a little bit. I didn't want to write in this until I'd shown you guys. So I've sort of done it all on post-it notes, and I'll transfer it in there once I film this video. So you've got all the ticks for things you need to do, and then you've got a note section here as well. You've got your beauty and grooming. Grooming and, what did I nearly say? Brooming. That's a good one. Brooming. Is that what you do to the bride? You broom her? I don't know. So another vision board kind of thing with your hair and makeup, inspiration and ideas. I've already got a couple tagged on Pinterest. Then you've got your My Makeup selection. So for me, what I want to have on here, if there's a particular foundation or concealer, that I want to put in, then I can already write that down, which I love. Then we've got the bridesmaids makeup selections. I'm going to copy this page and make another one because I've got 3 bridesmaids, so I need an extra page. Got the hairstyle and my bridesmaid hairstyle, so same thing, I'm going to photocopy that. I hope that's okay. And make another one. You've got your beauty appointment, so basically everything from here until November will go in here. If I'm doing a hair, if I'm doing a facial, whatever it is, because I'm going to try and keep myself maintained up until then. And then you've got a note section as well, so if you need to stick anything in there, if you've got any other things you want to put in there. Then you've got the dress section. I'm very glad at this point that I don't have anything stuck in here because Ryan's not allowed to see any of this. So this is the dress inspiration. Yeah, you're not allowed to look at any of the dress stuff. If you ever grab the planner, Ryan, you have to not look at the dress section. It will be a surprise. I will kill him if he finds out. So you've got the dress inspiration in here. You've got the dress and accessories. So you've got the wedding dress, the veil, the shoes, the jewelry, the lingerie, and the other. Everything is there. Everything is all set out for you. And then the same thing with, oh, hold on, I thought that was going to be the bridesmaids dresses, but it's not. Then you've got your traditions. So you've got your something old, your something new, something borrowed, and something blue. The something old for me, I'm happy to share this with you now. I've got my grandmother's wedding dress. Mum gave it to me when we moved everything out of my grandparents' house. So I'm going to do something with the dress or something with the veil and have that incorporated into my dress somehow. I don't know how yet, but I'm working on that. If you've got any ideas, if you've done that, let me know. And then you've got your something new and your something borrowed, which at this point I don't know. And my something blue is my planner, which I'll tell you a little bit more about at the end. So then we've got notes on the dress, and then you've got the suit. So very similar to the bride's one, you've got your vision board kind of one, and then you've got all your accessories, and then some notes. Then you've got your wedding party attire, so same thing with a beautiful vision board set out, and you've got your bridesmaids attire and dresses, so I'm going to have to make a couple more of these ones as well. And then the groomsmen as well. I don't need these ones because I'm not having flower girls or page boys, but they are there in case you need them. And then you've got your notes section as well. You've got your ring section. So you've got inspiration the same way as before, and then where you actually get them from. So when you have to pick them up, etc., it's all there. Your flowers and decorations section. This is the part that I actually really like. It's got everything. Anything I could possibly forget is in here. So you've got your inspiration vision board, and I love the way that the vision boards are there. I think that's for me why I fell in love with this. There's so many sections for just stick it, cut it out, stick it down, and that way you've always got your ideas in one place. I think Pinterest is fantastic and I use it all the time, but you've got so many boards and you've got so many different pictures chucked at you that sometimes you sort of go, oh, I kind of like that, but not really. If I like it enough to actually either cut it out or print it out and cut it and stick it in here, I must love it. So it's sort of an extra check to get it into the book. So you've got your flowers and decoration checklist. So have I got my bridal bouquet? Have I got my groomsmen buttonholes? Have I got my cake knife, etc. It's all here and I can know exactly where it's all going to come from. And if it's not applicable, you can just put NA or you put a sticker there or something just to get rid of like take up that space so you know you have attributed for it. You've got your ceremony decorations inspiration, your reception decorations inspiration, and then your flowers and bombier favours, and bombier inspiration. I still don't know what a bombier is. Someone might need to explain that to me. And then you've got the notes section. Oh, Ryan's saying it's the rice. I don't know. Someone tell me. Leave it down below. What is it? We've got no idea. So then you've got your memory section. So your photography inspiration. If there's a particular photographer, a particular style of photography that you like, you can cut it out and put it in here. This is actually going to be Ryan's section because he's in charge of the photographer. So you've got your checklist of photographs. So do you want there to be photos of the bride and the groom's preparations, of the wedding party, of the family, etc.? If you don't want those ones, you can always cross them out and put something else in there instead. So then you've got your the photographer, when he was booked, what time he's going to be where or she, how long have you booked it for, and then all the notes and stuff. You can actually like cut out and stick quotes and emails and stuff in here if you wanted. I'm so excited, I'm short of breath. Then we've got your videographer, which we're still not quite sure if we're going to have. I think I'd like it, but I don't know if Ryan does. So we're sort of working that out still. So same thing as the photographer, that you can keep all your notes and things in there. The guest book, if you're going to have one, and then anything else that you're going to have to sort of keep your memories. If you're going to have a website made or something like that, that can all go in here. Then you've got your finishing touches section. So transport, how are you getting to the ceremony? How are you getting to the reception? What was the booking one? Very similar to the photographer part, that one. The hen's party, bridal shower or kitchen tea. Who's organising it? When is it? Those sort of things. The bucks party, same thing. The wedding rehearsal dinner is there as well. And then final things to think about. So do you have enough food or drinks for the wedding party? Because it's all well and good to have all the food ready for the people who are at the reception, but for the people who are going off to have photos taken, when are they going to eat? Who's going to collect all the gifts? Because I don't know if I want to be standing around at the end of the night in my big beautiful dress putting stuff in the car. So can I find someone else to do it? Wedding insurance, any other superstitions that you want to do, arrangements for the night before, like where's Ryan going to stay because he can't stay with me, things like that, just to kind of just make you think, which I love. I love the detail that Beck's put into this. And then you've got a notes as well. Then you've got your section on your ceremony, same thing. You've got your vision board kind of one. Where's the venue? You can take pictures of the venue so that you can actually look at it and go, okay, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that. To let you guys know, another little tidbit, we've decided to get married on a beach. So this is going to be a beach ceremony. The reception's not going to be on the beach, but the ceremony itself will be, so it's going to be all there. And it's even got a section here why we chose the venue. So why did you choose to do it where you did? So this isn't just a organising your wedding kind of thing. It's also looking back on it afterwards and going, I really organised all of that, and this is why we chose what we did, and did it work, did it not work? And you can actually use it to give advice to other people. So then you got your venue notes, so anything in particular if you needed to organise. So like for me, we've got to organise council permissions, so I can put all those emails or notes in there. The celebrant or officiant, so we're starting to work that out now as well. So all the details of who it is and what his or her contact number are can all be there. And then we've got a section for the vows. So I'm still debating with Ryan. I want to write our own vows, but I know he will be so uncomfortable with that. So it may be that I write mine and he doesn't write his, I don't know. But either way, after the event, I will stick them in here so that there's something that I can look back on later on. Got your ceremony inclusions, so anything you want to add in. So do you want to remember anyone in your ceremony? Is there going to be anything additional to it? Are we including anyone else? And are there any traditions? You've even got the ceremony timeline. So what time do you get there? What time are the vows going to be on? What time are you going to be leaving? You can write all that in here in consultation with your celebrant, I'm sure. So then the next section is the reception. So you've got that vision board again. The venue, why we chose it, pictures of it. So like I said, we're getting married on the beach, but we're just having the reception in a local tavern. They're actually letting us have it for the whole day, which is so lovely of them. So I want to get over there sometime before we sort of start making all the big plans and take photos and sort of work out where I want to put things. So that's where this is going to come in really handy. Got notes, so any email correspondence can go in there really easily. Got the menu, so if you're having a set menu, you can have that all stuck in here. And then you've also got a section for dietary consideration, so if somebody is a celiac or diabetic or something, you can make sure that's worked out. You've got your seating arrangement, and I love that this is a grid because you can actually really put it in here properly, and I love it. It's even got a final guest numbers at the top saying confirmed guests, like adults attending, and then children as well. Then you've got your reception timeline, so how everything's going to work in that. Your wedding cake inspiration, and then the actual cake itself. Entertainment ideas, so you can just do a bit of a brain dump here if you wanted to, and just go, okay, DJ wedding, you can write lists out or anything you want really. And that's the other cool thing about these sort of pages. If you don't want to cut and paste out, you don't have to. You can write little, put a big circle around it and do it sort of like a bullet journal and have ideas and tick them off or colour them in or whatever when you sort of decided, yes, I do want to do that, or no, I don't. So you've got your entertainment, so it's reminding you need to have a master of ceremonies, you need to have music. Which music selections do you want to have? So before the ceremony, what do you want playing? Walking down the aisle, what do you want playing, etc. So it's got all that here, so you can write those songs down. It's got a list here of your speeches and toasts. So you've got reminder that there needs to be the father of the bride, the groom, the best man, and the other. I can tell you right now we're not having that because Ryan could not get up and make a speech. So we're probably going to do something a little bit different than those four, but I can just cross them out and write them in again. It's very easy. And then the next section in here is your honeymoon section, reminding you, so on the wedding night, what's your accommodation, where are you staying, when have you booked it, etc. And then all the sections there for your notes. And it's got details about the honeymoon itself. So again, where is it? When did you book it? How much it's going to cost, etc. And then why you chose it as well. So you've got that memory of it later on. And then you've got your thank you section. So you can write the guest name and the gift receipt. And then if you've sent them a thank you note, so you can give it a big tick. You guys know how much I love ticking things. And then you've got a bunch of sections here for notes. And then that's it. That is it. You've got your beautiful Loxley logo at the back. God, I love it. Is it really weird to just love a logo? Because I really do love it. And I'm not just saying that. And then you've got the back cover as well, which obviously would be a cover on a book. And then what I've added in the back here is just a bunch of A5 paper just to write notes, to draw anything I want. I've got a plastic pocket here just to chuck things in. And I've also got this little note thing, which it doesn't really belong in here, but I've just added it in there. This is just from Whistle and Birch. I got that at the Planner Markets as well. Okay, so that's my gorgeous planner. Before I go any further, I need to say the giganticest, biggest thank you ever to Beck for letting me have this. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. I love every bit of it. The changes that I'm making is nothing on the planner. It's just I need an extra couple of pages, or I don't need any extra pages, or whatever it might be. This to me is going to be my godsend. This is why it's my something blue. The planner is my something blue, like the binder, but the book is my something blue as well, because I cannot get through this without it. To tell you a little bit about the binder, unless you haven't worked it out, this is from Aldi. It's silly because when they brought it out, they brought out the blue one and the white one. I got both and I thought, oh, well, the white one would be perfect for a wedding planner when and if we ever get there. And the stupid thing was the more it looked like it was going to happen, and then when it did happen, the first thing I thought was, I'm using the blue one because it can be my something blue. And it's much more me. I like blue more than I like white. I've then got a clip here, or a paper clip from, this is from one of my Planner Babe boxes. I just love the blue, so it just chucked in here because I need sometimes to have a paper clip or something else. I've also got this little charm, which is also from one of my Planner Babe boxes, which I haven't quite decided if I'm going to keep in here permanently or not, because it makes it a little hard to close, but I'm still thinking about that. There's nothing in any of the pockets at this point. And then the pen is one of the ones from the Planners Anonymous boxes, because I just love them, and I think the blue suits it really, really nicely. So that is my entire wedding planner. Again, thank you to Beck. I'm going to stop sucking up right now, but like I said, I'm just so in love with it. It's been really hard, and she was really fantastic because she made sure I had this before Christmas, which was a big deal because we're sort of really banging up against Christmas when all this happened. She made sure I had it before I went away, so that when I went away I could actually look at it and plan things out, which I have. I've just done it on other pieces of paper and I'll transfer it all in here now. But she was absolutely fantastic from go to woe with this. Even if she hadn't have offered to give it to me for nothing, I would have bought it. It was the second I saw it at the Planner Markets, I knew I wanted it. I knew it was going to be the tool that I was going to use to plan my wedding when and if it ever happened. And I had to have it. And the fact that she just gave it to me was just an extra big bonus. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Beck. I will never be able to fully convey my appreciationness. I don't know if that's a word, but appreciation. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciation for you giving this to me. It's going to be the godsend of my wedding. I can feel it already. So that's it for the video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy looking through this one. If you've ever got anything from Loxley Paper Co, I'd love to hear about it. Leave it down below. Don't forget to go and check out her Facebook and Instagram. I'll tag them down below as well. I'd also love to know how you planned your wedding and any tips you can give me. So if you've got any like really good planning tips for your wedding, please let me know down below as well, or you can find me on any of my socials. I'll link them down below as well. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the day, and I will see you again really, really soon. Thanks a lot. Bye!